is, yes, it's loading up now.
Live on Facebook, it says.
Now on Facebook.
I'm still not getting it live.
Oh, I see it.
We're coming. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're all set.
Yeah.
Nope, still no notification from Fumfa.
That's it.
But we'll get there.
We're good.
There it goes. There goes the notification. Let's see.
All right.
Yes, Fumfa is live.
It's
It's
live.
happening. Okay.
And mute Facebook. Here we go. We are live on.
Yes, okay,
live.
absolutely. We are live. Welcome to a very special Fumfa Poets and Writers Live event. This is Fumfa Live with Midnight, Philip J. Curtis's Put It Into Chat. This incredible group of poets, performance poets who meet every other Wednesday and just share incredible work. And Midnight, Chance, to take it away. We're excited to be here tonight.
Yes, it's a party tonight. It's a special night. And these guys are gonna co-host with
Is
us.
that Popular Bubbly?
Oh, where's that beer?
I popped it. Well, I did, but I think I did the first time we went live. And then we went
Live?
several other times.
Sorry.
Here it is.
Wait, hold on.
I'm good. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everyone.
There you go.
Hey.
All right. It's going to
Cheers.
be an amazing night of reading. It looks like I'm not able to also go live from YouTube. So we are just on Facebook at this moment. But I will find a way to get this on YouTube at some point. But yes, we are absolutely live on Facebook, and we have our readers in here, and it's going to be a fabulous night. So get ready to enjoy all of these incredible poets and just feel the energy of Put It in the Chat. We'll enjoy it all together. So I'm usually drinking something pretty strange. I have like a grapefruit beer. And it's pretty good. It's delicious, actually. What do you got, Phil?
I got the medicine water. That's medicine.
Oh, nice.
And I got some ginger ale mixed with some Jamaican ginger wine.
Hey, very
Whoa.
good.
Jamaican
Good stuff,
ginger
good
wine.
stuff. Chance, what do you have?
Nice.
He got an icy. He's daddy daycare. He's got an icy.
Uh-huh.
I have the exclusive color changing cup anytime you put ice in it with some cold water. So it's water on the rocks.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Aren't you afraid you're gonna dilute the water that way?
I got the same thing, Chance. Yeah, I got the same drink.
Oh.
Mine is just red.
I'm straight up.
Very good. I got my water too. Fabulous. So yeah, this is Fumfa 57. Put it in the chat with Fumfa Live. It's 8 o'clock, so we can officially get started. Just remember, next week we do not have a live stream because it'll be 4th of July weekend. But you will have all of these incredible poets to hear tonight. Make sure that you follow them, check them out on their social media. And we're going to go straight through with readings to 9:30. No Q&A tonight, just awesome poetry. So I think we can go ahead and get started, Phil.
All right, let's go, Chance. Let's go real quick, baby. Let's do what we do. Come on, Chance. Give me that disclaimer real quick.
Oh, we do have a disclaimer. Ladies and gentlemen, the views shared tonight are not the views of anybody from Fumfa, any Fumfa affiliates, or anybody associated with Fumfa. Katie and Chris are not aware of what may come out of any of these artists' mouth. We do hold all rights to our work, and we would like for you to blame only Philip Midnight for anything that happens tonight. Do not blame anybody else. AKA Midnight is the one solely responsible for anything that comes out of any of these poets' mouth. because he didn't tell them that he told them they can say whatever they want. Please do not hold Katie, Chris, or Fairfield University responsible for anything that you may hear. If you are offended, however, please write about it and bring it to Put It in the Chat so you can let us know why you were offended and we can talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Exactly.
please put your hands together for Mr. Scott Pleasant as he lets you guys know where we are.
All right. All right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I've been asked to take care of some of the formalities, so here it goes. This is a cool collaboration tonight, and Put It in the Chat is an open mic that is designed to help artists to promote their published books or recent endeavors. Let me tell you, tonight you are really in for a treat because we have assembled some incredible features, and we promise you that it's going to be an amazing night of spoken word and poetry. To give you some perspective, the format of Put It in the Chat was designed around the formula of a haiku: 5-7-5, 5 on the mic, then a spotlight artist, 7 on the mic, then a spotlight artist, then 5 on the mic. And for all our Midwestern family, we're streaming live on Facebook, and maybe we'll catch up to you on YouTube, but we're not sure just yet. But there's more. So let me introduce our host. He is a phenomenal poet and spoken word artist in his own right, with the goal of owning his own publishing company. The company will go by the name of Park Place Publishing, which is the name of the street that he grew up on in Brooklyn, New York. So straight from the Centennial State of Colorado, with his heart in the Empire State of New York and his vocals nurtured in the borough of Kings. Ladies and gentlemen, let's unmute those mics and make some noise and get ready to put it in the chat for your host, the incomparable
Midnight.
What an intro.
Come on, Philip.
Yes, Midnight.
Even if they're not ready, we gotta go. The first person that ever hit the mic on Put It in the Chat was my brother. He left me here in Colorado, back in New York. Black Glitter, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing wonderful.
Let's go. Hey, Black Glitter, he makes his own jewelry. Quick question for you, Black Glitter. When you make your jewelry, is there ever a piece that you take a picture of so that you replicate it later down the line?
I don't do a whole lot of replications, actually. Most of my jewelry is just like mostly unique. I don't do a whole lot of replications, but I have done that on occasion. If I'm going to take something apart and I have to remake something, then I'll take a picture of it so I can know what it looks like. And then, so when I go back and remake it, I have done that before.
That's cool. Hey, what you got to share for us, man? You had to be first. No questions asked. Let's go, Black Glitter.
Hey, I got some new spit, some new poetry. I wrote this a couple days ago. I was inspired by this event, so I wanted to bring something new to the table. So here we go. It's inspired by the moon. It's called 10 Moons. I am the wolf, and you are my moon. Together we become night and horror, an apex predator versus lunacies, fantasies of being with you forever. But there's a dilemma. A wolf doesn't live long time, so our time must be sublime. Behind every horror, I see the night. 'Tis why I need you in my life. Wolves and horror go together like a hunter and a knife. A werewolf ain't nothing nice. I am the wolf that rises to see you shine. I howl for the night. I am your voice, and you are my light. Together, let's rewind time to a simpler paradigm where the moon's light supplied joy and mystery. History reveals the sincerity of why night depraveth thee of light. Sit silently in darkness, and thy destiny will be clear to see. Night revealeth to thee all mysteries. So baby, shine your light on me so I can see who I truly am. I will sit quietly in the moonlight with my sterling silver chain and moonstone, meditating on your mysteries. Please come to me, reveal thyself to me. I want to know what the moon looks like up close and personal. I want to know your persona, and personally, between you and me, your moonlight makes me grow vertically, if you know what I mean. Truthfully, your moonlight sustains me. I only eat for fun. When I watch the day turn to night is when I've truly won. It's a shame there's only one of you. So baby, shine your light on me and let's make children. Let's make 9 more moons so that there will be 10 moons in the sky. No one will cry because there's only 12 hours in the night. The moon shall be my bride. It will come as no surprise. So shine your moonlight on my side and let's make more moons. 10 moons. The moon shall be my bride and we will make 10 moons.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Right.
10 moons, 10 moons. In 2021, 10 moons. That costs a lot, bro. Do your Hey, up next on the mic is my other big sister. My other big sister. Lona introduced me to Fumfa, and that's why down the line now I'm here. Big hugs to you, big sis. Lona, take the mic.
Okay, thank you, bro. Good evening.
Ah.
So good to be here, everyone. So I'm going to begin.
Wait,
But-
Lona, let me ask you a question
Okay.
real quick.
Sure.
Tell the people what you're wearing, because that is amazing and beautiful.
So I acquired this top in Ghana several years ago, and I decided to bless this event and me by wearing it tonight, and I'm just blessed to be here and sharing the stage with you guys. So this first poem is a tribute to African oral traditions and all those who bore witness and accepted the responsibility of keeping our stories alive and passing them through the centuries. It's called Spitting Fire. In some languages, they're known as Jelly, Arokin, Gewel. I'm talking about the griot, storyteller, historian, ambassador of ancient memories and practices, shape-shifting time traveler, testified oral traditions, propagator of legacy, guardian of language, culture, and traditions, protector of ancestral secrets, naming, defining, and affirming identity, weaver of words, armed with truth, unbridled tongue, spitting fire, defying oppressive forces, connecting past, present, and future. So next I have just 3 haikus, and they're all inspired by place. This first one is about the community where I live, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Amber Road's roundness, scraping indigo skies, blue moon in Bed-Stuy.
Nice.
Very
Do or
nice.
die, baby.
Like it.
This one is inspired by a trip to Ghana. Monsoon breezes blow, palm fronds sway, and underneath, a goat nurses her kid. Okay. And
The
I'll
visual on that, the visual, thank you, the visual.
Okay, and then I'll close with this one, which can happen anywhere, and I'm sure we can all relate, right? A naked page stares, trembling fingers clutching pen, a writer's terror. Thank you so much.
All right.
Love it.
Love it.
Oh, make us nervous like the pen in the pan. Oh man, somebody said something today on a Zoom, talking about it's being sensual, it's sexual to try to fill that black ink on white paper when a poet's ready to write, man. That's beautiful. We going back to New York. Man, we in New York for the first 3 folks.
1 second. Lona, Fakoya, does that ring a bell?
Yes, that's my daughter.
Okay, she's on Facebook. She's just giving you a lot of love. I just wanted to
Oh, okay.
mention her. So we have Fakoya, we have Victoria, Alicia, we have who else is on there? We have Fakoya
My
is just
sister's
taking
Rosalie
it
Alec,
all.
thank you. My
Yeah.
sister's on there.
Thank you, Victoria.
Rosalie. We have a couple of people on watching us. So thank you for jumping on and being with us. Suzanne Davis. Let's go. Next up. Who's next up, Phil?
Who we got? Who we got? Oh, that apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Black Glitter started. Mama Bear's coming in. Rogue Scholar. This is my sister and friend. She left me in Colorado, went back to New York, but we won't talk about it.
Smart woman. She's very smart.
Rogue Scholar, where you at?
I'm here. I'm here.
There you go. What's that Rogue Scholar I got shown in the picture?
What do you mean?
Your book.
Oh, yeah, your picture. I was like, I'm looking at my picture. Yes, Painting 1,000 Words. That was a collab, my first and only collab for poetry. But I have a book coming out September 3rd called The Healing Journey, relevant to the poem I'm going to read. I'm a psychologist and I do a lot of work helping people address trauma. I'll just say that. And so this poem is not the book is actually a healing guide. And this poem is nowhere in the book. So don't buy that book thinking this poem is not. This poem just represents the work that I do that is related to the book, some of the work that I do. So trigger warning if you need it. But hey, reality is reality. It's called Peaceful Journey. She deserved a peaceful journey into her sexuality, as all children do. But so many children don't discover the beauty of bodies intertwined, the coming together of minds, the symphony orchestrated by anticipation, appreciation, and invitation. But there was no invitation. There was no peace. Only expectation of compliant violation, while she gets to be grateful it wasn't penetration. A sex object, too innocent to know how to read, ride a bike without training wheels, or remember to wash behind her ears, but knows what she must do when he comes for her. She must come too. Feel the warm sensation between her legs that contradicts the anxiety of her heart and denies her right to resist. Sexuality forced to sprout before the first pubic hair, and she didn't know the difference between urine and semen when it landed on her stomach. There was no peace. Now shame sways her hips, poison are her lips that speak of self-hate, of a body that feels foreign, spiritually out of place, beauty she never embraced. Her mirror reflects fear and doubt, a distortion of reality of all she is supposed to be, her right to body autonomy. There was no peace. She follows instead of leads, make decisions based on others' needs. Fear of being left alone means her heart never feels at home. Her body never feels her own. She is a grown girl, a 4-year-old woman, childhood interrupted, journey to sexuality corrupted. There was no peace. She is still afraid of the dark and sleeps clenching her pillow over her body because he still comes for her in her dreams to manifest nightmares while she is awake, trying to undo her mistake. Because it's too hard to hate someone you were born to love and too easy to hate yourself when you were taught to hug, eyes closed and legs open like a good little girl. Because bad girls cause trouble. So she complied while he lied, and there was no peace on her journey to sexuality, where she was exploited instead of naturally exploring, appropriate with age. Now sexuality is intertwined with self-rage, and still there is no peace yet. Oh.
Man, unbelievable.
Yes.
You know,
Goodness.
Yes.
there's so
Sure.
much
Thank you.
in that you can't
No peace yet.
narrow it down.
4
But
years old.
yeah, but you jumped off and said there is no invitation, and that jumped off the whole entire piece. Rosina Bakari, thank you. You got anything else? You got a lot going on. Could you put it in the chat what you're doing?
Yeah, the book is coming out. It's called The Healing Journey, Relationship and Wellness Guide, because so many relationships easily go awry when there's no peace. And so, but anyway, that's coming out in September. I'm actually going to do one book, probably my first book signing in Colorado Springs. So,
When?
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes,
Welcome
so
back.
look
When
for me.
are you doing it so I can fly in?
I don't know yet. I have a couple of people helping me with the
You're
arrangement.
doing it at my house. You're gonna be at my house.
Yeah. So I will definitely be back here and let everybody know as that is coming up. So
Okay, so really quickly, the name of the book, once again, for the people joining us from Facebook, is The Healing Journey.
The
due out in
Healing
September.
Journey. Yes, The Healing Journey, Relationship and Wellness Guide by
Awesome.
Rosina Bakari.
Please share with everybody your information. Put it in the chat here so somebody can copy and paste it and put it on Facebook so everybody can
Awesome.
start stalking you and buying your book and making sure they make you their best friend for the next 3 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
And Katie, real quick, Katie, I think there's some people in the waiting room, in the Facebook waiting room. I lied. In the Zoom waiting room, just trying to get on.
I'm sorry. I was listening so intently. I forgot that there was someone waiting to come in.
Thank you.
All right, we're good though.
So check this out. With COVID season, there has been so much. You meet so many new people, beautiful people. They become your friends and your family. We're going to India right now.
Woo!
Come on.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
It's
thanks.
already
Thanks a
tomorrow
lot.
in India, so he's ahead of
Thanks a lot.
us.
How you doing, Amish?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm great. Thanks, Midnight. Thanks. That is my book, Light Shadow Light, The Missing Verse of the Soul. Thanks a lot. It's a wonderful book.
It's a wonderful book. I love your book, Umesh. Cup of coffee and a poem works every time.
You,
My
thanks.
favorite one's on page 24. We won't talk about that. Amish, let's go.
Yes. It's called Let's Dismantle the Old Furniture. 14 years old teenager standing near the corner of the ground. They didn't invite him to play. It was always the same. The students ganged together against him, and he was left alone, lonely. In a strange way, this was the sample of things to come in future where loneliness was his only friend. We are a race programmed to focus on exclusions based on race, caste, religion, sex, talent, or bald head. We are like vultures waiting to exclude people to tell them, you don't belong here. This is me, my turf. Even if someone is perfect, he's not like us. He's too perfect to be true. We exclude people to include our own inner folds. The excluded are kept stranded at the boundary, village, town, hearts, mind. It's really interesting when even the excluded practice exclusion, not their fault because their so-called superior brothers taught them the same. Is this ever going to end? Or as the exclusionist says, only few people will be included and the rest will be excluded, exterminated.
Come
And
on.
few people excluded because of their gender. What is their fault? You don't get an option to decide your gender or parents when you are born. Who are you to decide someone should be excluded or shunted, making them feel worthless, good for nothing? Just because he has the spark or something which you don't have. No, this is not a war cry to exclude the exclusionist.
Let us try to be inclusionist. Let us look at aberrations as wonders of creations. Let us not look at the faults. We all stand on fault lines. Let us not draw lines between us. We all have bloody lines clawed on our heart by life. Let's not be the furniture of the society. Let's dismantle the old furniture. Let's walk on new ways. Let's design a new society. Let's design a new society. If you allow, there's a short Hindi and English one. Okay. Okay, I'll make it quick.
Woo!
Disrespectful.
Dismantle furniture
It's amazing.
piece by piece.
Boo, Unmesh. Boo.
So I would
That means
start
you
with the
fucking
English
loved
one if
it.
the time permits. Can I?
What you got on Mesh?
I have got one more short poem. A Hindi
I want to
English
hear
poem.
it. Is it?
Wait.
Wait, can I ask you real quick, Mesh? By any chance, is it in your native tongue?
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I was talking about. I knew it. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, it's a short one. It's a Hindi and English one. ये खेल सब आंखों का है. This is the game of eyes. कुछ हंसते, few smiling, कुछ खिलखिलाते, few laughing, कुछ गाते, few singing, कुछ रोते, few crying, few कुछ सुलगते, few smoldering, कुछ अनजाने, few unknown, कुछ जाने पहचाने, few known, कुछ मोहित करते, few enticing, कुछ सम्मोहित करते, few hypnotizing, नक्शे के उन देशों की तरह जो पास है फिर भी बेहद दूर है, like countries on the map, so near but so far. आंखों को पढ़ना एक कला है, ये आंखें कातिल बला है. Reading eyes is an art. Reading eyes is an art. Reading eyes is an art. They can slay you like a killer dart. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Wow. Yes. Thank you.
Explain us, man.
Mesh, I don't care
Explain
what
us.
you say.
Woo,
Fire, as
child.
always, the energy inspires us, man. Your energy. Mesh, put it in the chat where they can get your book on Amazon. The book is priceless and it's not even $10. Let's go. Man, who's up next? Wait a minute. Hold on. Up next is Amber. And I got to do this for Amber. Hold on. Here we go. You know how I do. Because Amber
Here
is
we
taking
go.
boxing classes and she's trying to get me back in the boxing ring. Amber, what's up, girl? How you doing?
It looks great. You look great.
The greatest Ali, baby.
Nice representation.
My hero.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I
Ready.
don't know if they ready. I'm kind of ready.
I'm ready. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Come on,
Hit 'em
Amber.
hard.
Come on.
Bring it. Bring it.
It flashes in my brain and gives me a panic attack and tells me I needed to live. I've got a million reasons to let it go, but there's this thing that rings in my ears telling me I need it so. I take a drag, take a hit, let myself slip just a little bit, tell myself it will all get better. Tell myself one day I'll be stronger. I won't turn into the woman like my mother. I won't be like that lady that you see in the street, holding a sign, smiling, no teeth. I live in my brain, but my mind keeps slipping. Only the clock keeps ticking. Only time keeps healing. And I look at the clock and I wonder why it's only been 5 minutes. I bring myself back to guilt, live in shame, so I don't want to go back again. Try to find the reasons, try to listen to my heart beating and be grateful. Wish I could appreciate the body God gave me. Why would I sacrifice my youth for a craving? Why would I allow myself to deprecate when others would only wish to be born in my state? Why can't I live like I did as a kid? Learn, run, laugh, play without consequences. Where did my smile go? Where did my sanity go? I don't remember having so many thoughts in my head as a child. You tell yourself you're stronger. You tell yourself you deserve better. You tell yourself people love you. People love you. Why can't you love yourself? And yet somehow I would trade it all in for something I regret. So I fight every day. I fight every day and I don't pray because I don't want God to know that I've abused the body he gave me. So 1 minute goes by, 1 minute goes by, the clock keeps ticking. So one day it will just be a memory and I hope it doesn't come back to haunt me. One day I won't say I have to have it. Hi, I'm Amber and I'm an addict.
Yes, Amber.
All right. Damn.
Oh.
Woo! Come on,
Yes.
Amber. And you know what? The first time Amber and I hosted an event is actually the first time that Rogue Scholar Rosina Bakari and I met.
Oh, is that
Remember
who?
that?
You know, I didn't recognize Amber from Colorado Springs.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I remember you. Yes, yes, it's good to. I did not make the connection. It's so good to see you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
It's a family reunion.
Yes.
It's a family affair.
Y'all don't sing.
It's a
It's
family
fine, okay?
affair.
Can I ask you a question, Midnight?
Don't sing.
What's up, Generalissimo? What's up?
What kind of amazing female poets are they breeding there in Colorado Springs?
Man.
I mean, look at all these women you have here, Colorado Springs, that are just they're not kicking ass. I mean, my butt's all the way across the roof, you know.
And we even got all of them tonight. We hoping Fumfa gonna invite us back, and we do this another time with a whole new group of folks.
That's
Chance,
true.
what you got, baby?
Facts.
Would love that. It's incredible. Absolutely, absolutely.
Chance, where you at?
I'm in Miami.
Oh God. Talk to me.
Haikus. So haikus are usually a 17-syllable poem that discusses the weather. Very traditional, very awesome. So what we like to do is 17-syllable poems, but that use dark humor, comedy, or a little bit of inspiration by everyday life. We like to call it real shit haikus, or what other people traditionally call it is a sanru. So here are some sanrus. Phil, if you can, try to keep up.
I'll try.
Welcome to the Bronx, the only borough with a title, the.
Hey,
You already know.
That's right.
Okay, got that.
You already know. But folks ask, you from New York? Nope. Nah. I'm Brooklyn.
Wah, wah, wah. These Bronx streets tat resilience, ambition, and damn, we can make it.
Nas, Biggie, Jay-Z. The Bronx gave what to rap? Job done. One mic.
Damn.
Nas is not even from Brooklyn. What's wrong with this guy?
Yes, he is, bro. Look it up. It's good enough. But it's all good.
He's close.
Where'd you go?
He's close by.
Close by. Close by. He been to Brooklyn?
Twice. It's cool. Take a chance.
You can walk after midnight.
City
doesn't
sleep.
Sleep.
Boom. Love it.
Yo, so like I said, we do 575, and we appreciate Fumfa so much. Later on, we're gonna put in a little touch of Fumfa and put it in the chat.
Oh my God.
Is Nick P in the building? He was on his way home. He may not have made it yet. Uh-oh, is Nick P in the building?
I think so. I think I saw him. Oh, I don't know.
Jersey Jesus is not in the building as of yet.
Yo, so hopefully he'll come through. He said he might come through a little late. We going to Minnesota right now. We're going to Minnesota to my good friend of 30 plus years. Pace, how you doing?
What up, Phil? What up, Midnight? How's it going, yo?
Hey, check this out, Pace. Can you do a favor for me? Can you do a favor for Fumfa? Put it in the chat, Facebook Live.
They need the remix.
What's the name of this platform?
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
Yeah, let's go. What you got tonight for us?
All right, tonight, You know, we've done a lot of stuff on social justice, but social justice has a lot of different layers to it. One being racial insensitivity. So the piece I'm gonna spit tonight is inspired by something that really happened to me. A few months ago, I joined a virtual Zoom room with some friends, all minorities, and there was a newcomer that joined, and they asked a very racially insensitive question. And then it sparked this poem entitled Privilege. Dear white people, no, you do not have the right or privilege to use the word nigga. So please stop asking. Because see, for centuries, you've stolen privileges you weren't entitled to in an effort to compensate for the areas that you were lacking. Like, for instance, are whites truly the ruling majority on the earth? Because when I measure the colors against your numbers, you seem to come up a little short. So really, the ruling majority and power and privilege you flex only extends across what we'll call the king of the north. Truth. Whites gave themselves power, privilege, and rights by placing a signature on paper with a pen. Documents created to justify criminal activities, witnessed across the planet by different cultures and races, all against whom you're guilty of committing atrocities. There's the genocide of the Jews, the slaughter of Native Americans, the privileged South's strange fruit hanging in the trees, treatment of Mexican migrants, the World War II Japanese detention camps, the history of African kings, queens, and princes enslaved on ships, deceived and trapped. These were separated from their heritage, tribes, language, and customs, then forced to survive months at sea under inhumane and savage conditions, only to arrive and be introduced in a new world as nigger, stripped of noble birthrights. Dehumanized was your intentions. Just like other racial slurs used to humiliate minorities and colors over the years, all created by the privileged class, like towelhead, wetback, coon, Charlie, Japs, coolie, spick, Indian, camel jockey, chinks, squaw, dago, greaser, sand nigger. And then you ask, can you use these words too? Psst, such privilege. Just like Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, who had the power and freedom to do whatever it was that their hearts desired, except God said to them, from the tree in the middle of the garden, you must not eat from it so that you do not die or expire. Like you, dear white people, our original parents coveted the privilege to have everything, and they ate of the fruit, giving birth to the original sin. And I show mercy and tolerance when dealing with you because I understand that you came by that trait honestly as one of their privileged children. However, to ask for the privilege to use a word that you intended to dehumanize your brothers and sisters after we've reversed the stigma of nigga making it cool? Nah, white people, that's way too much for you to be asking, and definitely something that you don't have a privilege that you're not entitled to. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
There you go.
All right.
Face.
There you go, Pace. It feels like Wednesday night, doesn't it? Put it in the chat. Who's up next? Uh-oh. Chanson's up next. Chanson's up next. Chanson, where you at, bro?
I'm right here.
Look what I got. What I got, Chanson?
Yeah, that's my first book right there.
There you go, bro. We support and love each other. Let's go, man.
All right, so I have 6 haikus and a poem. Number 1, I love you because you're lovely and sincere. Number 2, put it in the chat. No one reads it anyway. Let's bring on the words. Number 3, writing is divine. Ink tattoo, the heart of man. Let's get tatted up. Number 4, friendship is golden. People often get pawned. They don't know value. Number 5, Eventbrite. bitter ex-girlfriend, no love there. Number 6, no shot here, bulletproof loving, my love life. Here's the poem. I stare at your picture on my screen. How could you be both pretty and mean? You wear that dress better than anyone could. You get me hot. Let me give you wood. I love when you put that arch in your back, so bend over and twerk that. Whisper love notes through your lips while I caress your soft hips. Make me weak when I rub in between those cheeks. You're what I need. Let me see. Yeah, you're what I need. It isn't greed. You're the one I crave. I promise not to behave. Once I take that 5-hour energy, I'm ready for your physical synergy. I got the snacks and condiments. Let's rattle all 7 continents. After you're properly satisfied, I will have died knowing that I've made you happy. After making you do the clappy clappy.
Uh-oh. 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 Hold up now. He's gonna ask you what the clappy clappy is. We just fire. You spit fire. This just fire. This for the poem, not clappy clappy. Chance has got a YouTube going on.
Yeah.
Where you gonna put that, Chance in?
Put in the chat.
Let's go. We up next with Burt Poet. We going to California. Burt Poet, how you doing, brother?
Doing great, guys. Thanks for having me. My name is Michael Williamson.
I gotta give you a hug, man. Virtual hug, man.
Michael.
I appreciate you, man. That's my brother right there.
Hey, guys.
Yep. Hey, Michael.
Hey, check this out.
Good to see you, Jane.
Hey, someone told me they was out Thursday night and about, and it's like, yo, do you know Burnt Poet? I'm like, yeah, that's my boy. Yo, he was at Palabra last night and spit. He's good. I said, come on through. He's coming on. Put it in the chat. Let's go, Burnt Poet. What you got, baby?
Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Williamson, and I am the Burnt Poet. Tonight, I will be presenting 3 poems. The first one is titled Poetry in Motion. I like to stop the video because I want you guys all to listen to my words and not focus on my face. So if you'll excuse me, we shall now focus on the words. This is poetry in motion. They move laterally. They jump vertically. Dribble to the left, dribble to the right. In the center of the court is the spotlight for tip-off. The crowd watches in excitement. The bench waits for replacement. The whistle blows and the refs stop the game. Remember player name. Remember player number. Remember rules of the game. The alley-oop, the behind the back, the tricks and the skills of the sport is insane. These men jump high, and the kids that watch them believe they can fly. But they are humans, just like you and I, with emotions, with feelings, with opinions, with dreams. They are much more than meets the eye. 4 quarters, 48 minutes, 2,088 seconds. On the floor, on the court. Remember rules of the game. Remember player number. Remember player name. Thank you.
Good Burnt Poet. Let's go. You got 2 more, I heard. Let's go. Let's go.
2 more. Stay with me. Stay with me. The next poem is titled Liz Likes to Paint. Inspired by an artist I saw in Balboa Park by the name of Liz. She likes to paint. She likes to draw. She uses colors from all around. In her town, in her room, in her eyes, there's no question behind her intention. Feelings from the South, kindness and gentleness, she speaks from her mouth. Loud is her upbringing, but in her art is the red from roses, the yellow from sunflowers, the blue from oceans. Her hand from divinity guides the motions of her stroke, Animals are her friends, books are companions, but the brush to paint is her fate. Plein air painting, Liz enjoys to create, to make a new image, to make a new vision, to make a new memory. From her hand, Liz likes to paint. She captures, she steals, her painting is real, and like a still, like an impression from an infant, her art will forever catch your heart. Liz likes to paint. Dip, drop, plot, up, down, dry. It sits, it waits to take life from the easel. Liz likes to paint. Thank you.
Wow. That was nice.
Great images, man. Great images.
I know the imagery on that. Ain't Ray J? He killed that. He killed that.
The whole thing is beautiful.
Michael, and I don't want to speak for everyone else. I can't, but for me, these events are great, and the visuals that we give with our nonverbals are part of it. And I really, you do what you want to do because it's your level of discomfort. What I'm saying for me, and I imagine other people feel the same, is I have no problem at all looking at you. It's not a distraction. It's not a
You are
problem.
beautiful,
It's not
word.
it's not like it's you.
Really?
Like,
Yes,
it's
Rosina.
you. And
Yep.
you deserve to have us be present with you as much as anybody else here. And I'm willing to be present with you.
I agree.
I hear your words. I value your words. I also value every other part of you that is seen. So
Word up.
If you're comfortable, sweetheart, let us see you.
your comfort, but
Hey, let us see
I'm
you,
here.
Barcode. Matter of fact, I'm feeling what Dr. Bakari is saying. Let me jump on top of that.
And leave? Okay.
Huh?
No, you left. You said that and then you left, but you're back.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, my bad.
Yes.
I think within the next 2 or 3, put it in the chats. I kind of make a motion that we give you a new name.
Uh-oh.
We give you a new name, brother. We love you, man. We love seeing you. We love the support that you give. We love you being out there. That's just me.
Thank you, Midnight. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yo, if they trying to get me in California in October, I'm gonna give you one of the biggest hugs you ever felt. Promise,
And I will return that hug.
Promise.
I will
I'll be
return
at
that hug.
Palabra in October. Biggest hug. You got one more short piece for us?
One more for you guys.
Keep the microphone, keep the video on. Let's go.
The title of this next poem is One.
I love this piece. Go.
One letter at a time. One word at a time. One phrase at a time. One sentence at a time. One paragraph at a time. One page at a time. One essay at a time. One short story at a time. One screenplay or play or script at a time. And lest we forget, one novel at a time. One at a time. One at a time. One at a time. Just one poem at a time. One sentence, one phrase, one word, one letter at a time. My name is Michael S. Williamson, and I am the Burn Poet.
Yes.
Man, thank you for being your mic, man. That was real, man. That was dope, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Get it, poet. Get it.
And
All
anybody
right,
imagine
keep
that
in the
poem
middle.
without
Check this out. Y'all
seeing
got this? Everybody once in their life deserves a standing ovation. Y'all get up. Y'all get up. Michael Williamson, baby.
Wow,
Y'all get up, my brother.
Don't get up if you ain't got no pants on, though. Don't get up.
Make sure you got pants on.
There you go, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Midnight, you can stand up now. I'm here all night.
We know who dressed for this and who didn't now. So
Michael,
Yo,
I will
we're gonna
always,
come
I
back
will
up
always
real quick.
remember.
Nick P's in the building. You ready? Oh,
Hold
Chris
on.
said-
Hold
Chris.
on. Chris has something to say.
Chris.
I say, Michael, I will always remember watching you recite that poem.
Me too.
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
Thank you, Chris.
That was
Me
so
too.
much more beautiful watching you.
Yes.
Yes.
Makes me sad to think of all the poems I couldn't see you do that.
Yeah.
But
Thank you guys for your support.
here you are.
as long as you're comfortable doing it, babe, we are more than happy watching you do it.
Word up.
Most definitely.
That's right.
I wish I could snap with you guys, but I'm just gonna go ahead and clap because my
That's
hands are
okay.
burned and my body's burned,
got
but I can
you.
still clap.
Snapping
We
for
got
you.
you, baby. We got you. We got you.
Let's welcome into the building Jersey's own Nikki Cat Daddy P.
Nick
What up,
P, where you at,
everyone?
man?
Am I at? In the clouds is where I'm at right now. I just got back from New York not too long ago, and now I'm back over here about to spit some for y'all. So I'm actually going to give you. I don't think you guys have ever heard this one. I think this would be a new one actually for me. I'll give you two. I think they're both new actually. See. First one is called Cipher Chunks. At this party of poets, a cipher began. One by one, the lines flew off the top of the heads. My turn was coming up. I felt something within, letters churning within my stomach like alphabet soup, searing up my esophagus, heart burning from traumas. My throat is trying to make the taste like Adam's apple and Eve's effervescent juices. Liquid chunks touch my tongue. It's a language my body and soul both know. The vomit purged out became sentences. The stench of it became an idea, and it was stinky. Sickness is a physical manifestation of madness, and madness is a poet's best friend. And the cipher continued on, long into the night until the words went to bed. People, if you puke poetry, make sure you spit your poetry with your spirit in it.
All right. All right.
Preach! There you go. That's why you came up late. You wanted to highlight.
That's only one. I got a second one for y'all. So I got to give a shout out to Elemental for this one. He gave me a prompt idea, and I actually took this one my own way. Here we go. This one's called Where is the Light? Where can I find light? I searched caves and abandoned structures for it. I swayed through campgrounds and oceans for it. I peered into water for it. I scanned sun for it. I glanced at moonlight's reflection for it. I stared at lightning for it. I waited for thunder to feel it. I climbed mountains to touch it. I inhaled air to smell it. I engulfed food to taste it. I walked on fields to embrace it. I called for heaven to crack the sky like champagne on New Year's. I tried to make myself like the falcon and fly. I punched my way through hell to face fears, and I crashed to earth. Just like everyone else does, I tried to rebuild these wings, but the earth crackled and I fell into the abyss. Gremlins gobbling like goblins groveling over dinner because there wasn't enough of me to go around. The sweet sound of robins pierced my brain, awoken a demon more fouler than anything they could conjure up, and I left and forged at the gates of hell until the gates crackled and were disposed of and the imps withdrawn. No longer shackled, I crawled back to earth, whole again, down to the last proton. There is no light to be found anywhere on the outside. I found light by looking within for it.
Very nice, Nick. Yeah, very nice, Nick.
Wow.
That's my friend.
That's my
He has
first
exited
friend,
the
Ray
stage.
Jane. That's my first friend. First friend.
Chris and Katie, we apologize for Nick's behavior. He was not aware that he couldn't have naked animals online. So we apologize that his cat doesn't have clothes on. Just putting it out there for all the pet lovers out there.
The kitty god does whatever the kitty god does.
Thunder Kitty. Thunder Kitty.
Thunder Kitty. Lightning
Hey, if y'all look on Facebook right now, you will see a link and a password for an after party right after this, following immediately after. It will be on Zoom. Everybody's welcome. Hey, Melissa Prada's in the building. Y'all say hello. She got a lot of things going on. Melissa, put your information in the chat so we can follow you. Grown Man Speed, California. What's up, bro?
Nikki P, put your information in the chat so we can share it on Facebook.
Will do, absolutely.
Fuck Facebook.
Jane is on IG. Put
Yes,
your
I
IG
am.
information.
Yeah, fuck Facebook.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm supposed to be. I didn't realize we couldn't also stream to YouTube at the same time. When I tested this, I tested them one at a time.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, it's all good because somebody sent me a message and said, "Hey, it's not working." I gave them the Facebook link, and he said it's working now. So it's all good.
It's perfect. Okay, yeah, because the Facebook link.
I thought that up myself. Yeah, Brooklyn Education.
Yeah, the Facebook link should be public. I'm just so sorry if someone wanted to stream it from YouTube on their smart TV or something, but we'll figure that out for next time when we do this again one day. But it's on Facebook, definitely. Thank you to our all of our audience, and let's keep going.
We already invited back. Grown Man Speed, let's go.
Grown Man Speed.
Woo!
Then again, perhaps not.
Where you at, Grown Man Speed?
Grown Man Speed, where you at?
Well, we know he's always at work, so.
He's usually at work. He's probably doing something. Oh, he said, hold up. It's all good. Hey. Oh, wow. Wow. I don't know if y'all ready, but Sandy shakes the mic. Sandy shakes the mic.
Yes, she does.
Next, and she's going to shake. Uh-oh, what's happening?
Somebody has their Facebook on.
Somebody has an echo. Oh, right. Sandy.
Oh, the Facebook. Oh, hold on.
Oh, hold on.
Whoa.
Okay. Grown Man Speed, you ready, or you need me to go to Sandy?
Go ahead, Grown Man. We can hear you. Hello.
Hello.
There you are.
Real quick. Real quick.
Oh, that's what's up, bro.
Grown Man Speed's artwork.
Bruh.
That's Grown Man Speed's
Hey,
artwork.
live and in person.
Got the gift.
That's where I'm at, man.
So, Grandman, you got some background noise going. You need to go a different area, and we come back to you.
I'm at a poetry open mic. Hold on, let me step outside.
What I'm talking about.
Double fisted.
Somebody is burning his candle at both ends.
Right.
He's still here.
I'm done with this online stuff. I'm going outside.
You can still hear it though.
Yeah, we got you.
We good now.
You got you. Come on,
Okay,
bud.
appreciate it.
Again, Grown Man Speed
Look at my new
artwork.
t-shirt.
I got another one in my office.
Beautiful.
Man, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, bro. Let's go.
So the t-shirt says Blacknificent. And so we just jotted something down. Blacknificent. We steadily mobbing, moving forward defiantly, creating our own new history. Our past ain't misery. Go ahead and put it in the books because it's American history. Blacknificent is our blackness. It's American history. Our backs are often hurt while our shoulders are heavy from carrying around this weight as we wait for the sounds of freedom as it rings aloud, loud enough to wake up the blind sheep. Thank you.
Grown Man Speed.
Woo!
Oh man, yo, he double dipping on open mic, virtual mic.
Double fisting a mic.
There you go.
Yeah, phone in my hand. Right. You got time for another one?
Yeah, bro, let's go.
Okay, for sure. Eternal life. Now imagine our surprise as it remains non-existent, no longer shocked by the iniquities of the wickedness of the unjust justice system. The unbothered overseer being given 22.5 years for the execution of a man. A black man unarmed, as if it made any difference. His hands were bound behind his back, being held down on the ground. He was still viewed as a threat to the survival of the whites. Perception versus perspective. While his right to live was taken, was it his perfect skin which made his living seem wrong? Will we ever know the answer to the particularly perplexing question? Why did he deserve? Why did he deserve or have to die? You call it a conspiracy if you want to, but my question is and always will be this: why do they continue to dehumanize, disregard, and disrespect our very lives? Why wasn't he given a chance to live? Why did the overseer take a Kaepernick, personally showing us how he felt about the people within the struggle, taking a life without any struggle? Why did he do so so nonchalantly? He made killing look so easy, and he only received 22.5 years for the crime that he committed, obviously, while he was being recorded. I can't unsee the smug look from the overseer's face. This overseer was unbothered. As the black man unarmed died from the weight of oppression, directly from the pressure, as three bodies piled atop one, chokehold applied quite precisely. Will we ever have any answers? Why did he have to die? Was it his flawless skin, battered, bruised, brown, and bronzed? Our battle versus the oppressors is so far from over. We are so far from being over, navigating an unforgiving terrain, landmines and minefields, pitfalls and potholes, gentrification and redlining, the war on crime, who won? The war on drugs, who won? The war on us, who's winning? We often war amongst ourselves, the crab in a bucket theory. There's a war going on outside. No man, woman, or child is safe from the perils of wickedness. They kill us without regard and hold us contempt for living. Question: what is 3/5 of a human being? Thank you.
Wow.
Bro, man, speed.
Woo!
Bro,
That was
man,
heavy.
speed.
Dang.
Yep.
Damn, grown man.
Bro, man, what's the name of that piece, man?
Appreciate you, fam. 22 and a half.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love you, brother. I appreciate that,
Yep.
man. For real. Yeah.
I love you too. Thank you so much.
Yo, with this
What's good?
lineup, there was no way I wanted to share anything. I'm not sharing nothing with this lineup.
Or something.
Humpty Dumpty
No,
sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty. Yo, that's all I got. That's all I got.
As your mentor, Philip, I am not impressed.
Oh, what am I?
You need some brush up, blood. I'm just gonna say that.
Okay. My bad. My bad. Hey, let's stay in California. Sandy shakes the mic.
Grown man speed, share your information.
Come on, Sandy. Show them how it's supposed to go.
Grown man speed. Make sure you share your information if you can. I know you're a little busy, but make sure you share your information so we can put it out to the universe.
I think I'm gonna put Grown Man's IG in there.
All right, yeah, do that so I can share it on Facebook.
Yep.
Sandy,
let's go, Sandy.
Hey. What's up, everybody?
Hey.
Happy Sunday. I'm gonna do a little haiku before I get into my piece in honor of El Midnight. Here we go. Put it in the chat where mics will be set on fire. Keep your shades ready.
Yes,
There we
Free.
go.
Come on,
there we go.
Free.
She started it off. Hey, real quick, Sandy Shakes, real quick. Let me jump off real quick. Poet Con's in the building. Shout out to Poet Con. Sandy, take it over.
Here she is. Thank you for showing up, Miss Khan. Here we go. New piece. Here we go. Personas de bajos recursos. Low income person. I always hated this title. Let's explore this, shall we? Income is defined as a return in money from one's business, labor, or capital invested, gains, profits, salary, wages, etc., 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 etc. Now, if and so when a country built, and I emphasize built in the most literal terms, there is still drops of sweat, drops of blood, and the drop of hope mixed in the building materials of some of America's oldest institutions.
Come on.
All I'm saying is, where is our cut? Now, you have the nerve to sell us back your free wealth. It was not even accumulated because you were the smartest or the fastest or the hardest working. Isn't that the American dream? Currently applied only to Caucasian skin? No, you scraped that title off human epidermis with the sword so evil and inhumane that generations after generations felt that wound unable to heal, unable to close, subconscious memories of captivity, torture, and disease. So excuse our souls for taking a minute to get our shit together.
Oh.
If it happened to y'all, we would have free mental health care as a collective nation. But it didn't, did it? This is something that keeps happening to us. So it's your turn to listen, and listen you will. Low income, huh? Seems like personas of low priority is a much better description because accumulating wages through side hustles that are harmless are looked down upon. Jose's fruit stand will get knocked over by the local police, and Sherry's home hair salon will get cited. But if your last name is Kennedy, if your last name is Kennedy, you can accumulate wealth through your liquor bootleg enterprise. Orale. Again,
Orale.
blue and white collar crimes because pennies brown people gain are apparently more offensive than billions pilgrims take from their own corporations and then fly away to the Bahamas, to their private estates, a slap on the wrist, their whole lives remain unbothered, same. Let me remind you of your celebrated Bracero program. My abuelito was a participant. He made the journey, left his family, and worked under the scorching sun for you. Got paid insulting wages, picking produce for you. His hands, his beautiful Mexican hands, were permanently deformed in the shape of heavy buckets he carried. Developed arthritic lobster-shaped hands for this nation, then was sent back home with the thanks. He is no longer here to tell you the story, but the fields that he labored are, the unaccompanied migrant children with foil blankets are, the adult brown and black people in expensive cages for dime bag of
Come on.
are. His poeta granddaughter is now here, presente maestro, yelling his rights at a screen he would have never had imagined in his wildest dreams. He was also a writer, a quiet one, pero from his blood grew the shaky gritona. Come on stage, abuelito. I'll help your spirit shape in your fist in solidarity. You are free now, pero tu lucha es mía. These United States can no longer afford to call you low income.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
That
was amazing.
Oh my
We ain't like the fire yet. We still got some more folks. We ain't like the fire yet. Sandy, shake.
That was horrible.
I don't know. That was pretty fucking hot.
Man, put it in the chat.
Sandy,
Put
I
it in
don't know
the
what
chat,
we
your
did.
information.
Honey.
We can follow
I don't
you.
know what we did to deserve
Man,
that. Sandy,
where,
but thank God.
Prison
Yes,
Katie, where
yes,
y'all
Ray
at?
Jane.
Y'all still on Prison Katie?
Yes.
We're blown away. Absolutely
Alright, that's
incredible,
what we
Sandy
do.
Shakes.
The
Absolutely
second and
incredible.
fourth Wednesday of the month. Put it in the chat. We got so
Put it
much
in the
love in this
chat.
community that on the first and fourth Wednesday of the month, Nick P, he hosts an open mic, so we don't conflict. We keep it going. Love and community. Scott Pleasance,
Hey,
my brother.
hey, I'm here, man.
Scott.
Why in the world did you put me on the list after Sandy, man?
Hey,
Little
Scott, I'm not even on the list.
Scott, you got
Don't
this.
even
Come
go
on
there,
now.
Scott.
Scott, you got this, man. You got
Yeah,
this.
word.
All right, so here's my story, man. I often wonder what it would be like as you drive around if in the climate that we're in, if the police just really didn't pull you over in a sense. Like maybe they just took a picture of your license plate, send you something in the mail. But what if just pulling over vehicles just kind of went away? So let me just tell you this quick story. It was Thursday last week, the day after last Wednesday, 3:45, I think I remember. The words were racing in my head. It was kind of like I needed a release. So I started to think about the times I needed some peace. I would hop in my car and just drive hours to no end, trying to bend the sharp pain that was being flushed through my pen. I was pulled over in the Rover on the side of the road as the lights began flashing, as if I was dashing and needed a lashing, but there would be no bashing on this particular night as the uniform tried to instigate a fight. With a hand to the side and a trembling voice, the words license and registration or death be your choice. The questions came fast in a fury of sorts. Do I reach for the documents or say F it and take off? Why did you stop me? Ran rapid through my tongue, burst through my lips. He said you were driving erratic. And by the way, where you from? And I see you have pens in both of your hands. Why? I said I hold pens in both of my hands because it gives me the ability to better understand. You see, my right hand writes in capital letters the things I can see, while my left hand takes footnotes in script that are written simultaneously. When this encounter is over, I will have a written record to press record and see the camera. It's also blinking right on my dashboard. He said, "What are you, some kind of rapper?" I said, "No, I'm a poet," as he threw up his hands and said, "I should have known it. Here is the stuff and be careful today." And I put it in drive and cautiously drove away. About a mile down the road, not even the next exit, I could see from my rear view mirror. I could hear it from my back. The blue lights were flashing and nearing rather fast. So I pulled over again, positioned my camera and reached for my pens, all the while just shaking my head saying, "Here we go again."
Damn. Woo,
Man.
Scott.
Scott Pleasance, man, thank you, bro.
You got it.
Woo.
You got it.
I like
word.
the, you know, sometimes somebody think of a poem and like, crap, I wish I thought that up first, but I can't be like stingy. It's okay. Yo, so Fumfa, Chris, Katie, we got like,
We're right here. We are just loving everything.
check this out.
Keep it going.
So what you your format, in your format, you usually have someone that has a published book, an author, short stories, or a novel, whatever the case may be.
A collection of poems.
A collection of poems. But check this out. Chance is bringing one of your next features to you right now. Go ahead, Chance.
Who's that?
He's not on cue. Y'all got cue cards for Chance? Because he ain't working. He need a cue card.
I am bringing to the front the lady, the mastermind, the sole purpose of Put It in the Chat, the one who makes everything so much easier for Mr. Midnight, because Midnight doesn't know how to press the buttons correctly. He forgets that he has people in the waiting room. He forgets to call people after he just called their name. He says, "Give me a second," and then leaves them off to wallow in their sorrows. And then the person has to come back 2 weeks later to realize Hey, Midnight, you never called me up after you said you were calling me up. And this only happens when this beautiful soul is not around and he leaves me to press the buttons because I don't know how to press the buttons either. But ladies and gentlemen, the next person coming up, she is an author, she is an educator, she is a powerhouse. She has one book, I believe, already published, and she is currently working on her second book. Please put your hands together for the very talented Miss Stephanie Eleanor.
Thank you. It's a great intro. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna read an excerpt from one of my short stories. It's still a work in progress because my book won't be out till like end of this year, but I'll share it with you guys anyway. The title of the short story is The Lighthouse. The cloudless sky is a brilliant blue. The fresh coastal air carries the light scent of sea spray. Yellow and purple flowers, wildflowers, fill the landscape. A noisy flock of seagulls flies from the open park space to the beach in a coordinated spiral. A seagull lands upon a piece of driftwood on the sandy footpath leading to the lighthouse. His navy blue quilted jacket, wrapped around her shoulders, keeps her body warm from the cool early morning ocean breeze. They walk hand in hand, side by side, leisurely on a translucent white, yellow, and brown pebbled pathway that glitters from the sun's golden rays, along the stretch of the newly painted white picket fence on the south bluff of the lighthouse. She gazes at him with adoring eyes. He looks right back at her, smiles, and squeezes her hand a little tighter. Pigeon Point Lighthouse towers over the scenic rural California coastline. It's her favorite spot in the whole world. It was there where they first met one sunny, windy morning, November 2nd, 2020, 25 years ago. They always come back on the same day, same time every year, no matter what is happening in their lives, to this special place where they found love. Every year they relive that first time all over again. They take each step joyfully while taking in breaths of the fresh coastal air as they move closer to the cliff where the lighthouse perches. Her heart feels lighter. She glows with excitement, ready to relive once more this most magical moment in her life when he held her hand for the very first time, when he melted all her fears away, when she knew she would love him forever. His heart beats like a drum in his chest as they approach the cliff, the memorable place where he realized she was the one he had been waiting for all his life, when his heart began to beat just for her. They passed the small oil room and the keeper's inn, both structures painted cream with red brick roofs. A park ranger would normally stand in front of the keeper's inn, holding brochures ready to hand out to visitors. This morning, no one is there. They stop, looking at the beautiful surroundings. Taking in this private moment, his gaze goes to her face, his smile mirroring the sparkle in his heavenly brown eyes. Mahal, I guess we have Pigeon Point all to ourselves, he said with his deep, smooth voice as he put his hands around her waist, playfully lifting and spinning her around. A smile curls her lips as a burst of giggles stir the 100 happy butterflies in her belly. As she faces him, her hazel eyes brimming with affection, she holds his cheeks with her soft hands and kisses him lightly on his lips. It's perfect then, my love. He puts her down gently and they continued to walk, now at a faster pace. They can't wait to get to the lighthouse. As they near it, it feels as if they are stepping into a scene of a splendid painting. Finally, they reach the top of the cliff. Behind the lighthouse, they see the front of the bright yellow wooden fog signal building facing the ocean. On the observation deck, they sit closely to each other on their brown wooden bench. Places his right hand around her, holding her shoulders, pulling her even closer, while his left hand holds her right. She feels so safe, so loved. She rests her head on his firm shoulder.
He tilts his head against hers. Together, they marvel at the crystal blue ocean as waves steadily touch the rocky reefs, forming white foam flanking the lighthouse. There are no words needed at this very moment. They only feel love for one another, peace, and at home in each other's hearts. He asks, "Is that a lone seagull by that mossy rock farthest from the shore? Could it possibly be the same one we saw alone earlier on the driftwood?" They go to the corner of the deck to take a closer look. A flight of black-footed albatross soars right above them. He stands behind her, placing his arms around her, holding her tight as they watch them fly high and away. A breeze picks up her jet black shoulder-length hair, strands stirring around her cheeks. He tucks a lock to the back of her ear and softly kisses her neck, raising goosebumps. She sighs and turns to him. They gaze into each other's eyes. She feels herself practically melting under his loving eyes. Their lips meet and they embrace tightly, longing to never let go. Miss, please move back and stay away from the railing. It's very unstable. This deck is too." The voice was like a crash of thunder to her ears. The jacket falls off her shoulders and down her arms, pulling at her feet. Shivering, she wraps her arms around herself, raising her shoulders and squeezing her eyes shut. The warm embrace is replaced by a chill that runs up her back. The happy butterflies in her stomach now turn to balls of confusion and foreboding. She quickly opens her eyes, struggling to comprehend. "What?" she asks with an absent look as the darkness crosses her face. "Miss, this park has been closed to the public for almost 15 years since the fire. How did you even get up here? Let me escort you back down. There's a storm coming. We need to go now." A sudden drop in temperature is accompanied by a flash of lightning. She turns her head to the source of the voice, a park ranger just behind her. She quickly puts on the jacket. "Have you seen JD, my husband?" she asks as panic tightens her chest. "Miss, there's no one else here." That's it.
Stephanie. There you go. Talented beyond talent. Talented beyond talent. She don't just press buttons. We got a book out. She got her first book out. The second one is coming forth. We got 5 more people on the list. Katie, you gonna give us like an extra 6, 7, 8 minutes?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Generalissimo!
Hold on. I have
Wait a
questions.
minute.
I have
You got a
questions.
question?
I have questions for Stephanie.
Here's a commercial. Go with the commercial. Mr.
Stephanie,
Commercial Man.
How in the world did you end up doing anything for Minnie? Did you lose a bet? It's okay. We're all family here. We are all family here. You lost a bet?
I don't know what happened. I don't know how I ended
Thank
up.
you. Perfect. You don't have to say anything else. You don't have to say anything else. You don't know what happened. But I do have a question about the book that you're currently writing.
Okay.
If that's okay. I gotta put on my Fumfa hat.
Okay.
So the book that you're currently writing, can you give us a little bit an idea of what the book is about?
Thank you, Chance.
Oh, okay. It's a collection of short stories. Half of them are kind of are on the romantic side, and half are historical fiction stories that have been passed on from me, from my parents, from my aunts, and I put my own spin to the stories and made them, historical fiction. So basically, those are the stories that are in my next book.
Okay. Now here's another question. Because it's been most people experience that when you go and tell your parents you're going to be a writer, there's no money in writing, correct? So I don't know what your parents were like, if they were strict or if they were very progressive and it was just open-minded to supporting whatever you wanted to do. But when you went and you told your parents, hey, I'm doing this teaching thing, but I'm also going to become a writer, What was that reception like?
You know, luckily, my parents were very supportive. My mom was they're both passed on already. My mom was a lawyer, my dad was a general in the Philippine Army, but
Oh,
both
okay.
of them were very supportive of me, and they never really pressured me to do anything. So, and in fact, they have encouraged me to try different things and to find my own path and my own passion. So in that sense, I've been really very lucky. So that's been my life. So I thank my parents for being like that and, you know, being so supportive of everything that I've done in my life. So
Awesome.
Very cool.
I can go on asking you a million questions, but I'm gonna ask the Fumfa question that they always ask.
Oh my God.
Well, one of the questions they always ask.
Yeah.
And it is, what has this pandemic taught you about yourself?
Ooh. First, I think, well, the book that I wrote, the first book that came out in February, that was written during the pandemic, of course. And I realized that despite chaos and confusion and sadness, that there's always hope and there's love that you can always hold on to, and that I've learned that. And also that I've also learned that I've been very blessed all my life. And that's the reason why I wrote that book. Like being sheltered in. Yeah, it's being sheltered in, but I was sheltered in a beautiful place surrounded by nature. And that's how I got all my inspiration. And I put all my thoughts and my poems in that book. And as a way of thanking God for keeping me safe and my family safe, that book is dedicated to him, and all the proceeds of the sales of the book go to charities that support the homeless in the Bay Area.
Awesome, Stephanie.
Thank you.
We put a touch of Fumfa tonight. Thank you, Fumfa. We had to put a touch of Fumfa. Without Fumfa, we wouldn't be here. You got 5 more artists. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for beating me down doing the I can't even talk. I can't talk. Generalissimo, let's go. After that, the flyers.
That is because what Stephanie read was spectacular, and the imagery was just on point, beautiful, and dreamy.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't wait to read your book. So let me go ahead and so the first poem I'm going to do tonight. You know, Midnight sent out the thing this morning and talked about that little girl who got killed. And I looked up the story, and I couldn't even find a video news story from the networks, CNN, even from a local station. And that really bothered me that there wasn't even a video story about it. But so this is something that happened to me, and it's actually kind of coincides with what Scott Pleasance just did as well. This is something that did happen to me at the same time, and I'll let you think what you thought. It's called Stopped. Let me get to the top of the page on this. Stopped. 1991. Before cell phones, before the internet. I started in Mobile, Alabama. I would end up in Long Beach, California, with stops at cousins' homes in Baton Rouge, Tucson, and San Diego. I'd snagged an internship at an ad agency in LA as a student at the University of Alabama. I gave myself a week to drive out there. I spent the night at cousin Chunky's house in Baton Rouge after a 4.5-hour drive. His wife Ellen let me sleep late against my wishes. I think it was somewhere near noon when I left. It was after 1 a.m. when I was stopped by a Texas state trooper. I must have been driving at least 11 hours. He had been following my car for 2 miles. I was driving over 90 miles per hour. I never consciously drove more than 5 or 10 miles per hour over the speed limit ever. The trooper used his bullhorn to get my attention. Pull over. We've been trailing you for over 2 miles. I stopped in the shoulder. A spotlight glared from the black and white with its siren lights going. There was a loud tapping on my driver's side window. I rolled it down, fished my license from my wallet and my registration from the glove compartment. Then he figured I was hypnotized by the road since my speed never increased after he turned on the flashing lights and siren. Unfortunately, he had to impound my car. I was put in the back of its cruiser in handcuffs that were so tight my wrists were noticeably bruised after the cuffs were removed and I was being fingerprinted. I spent the night in a holding cell with a man who was so intoxicated he should have been in a hospital. My parents had to wire me money to get my car out of impound. A court date was set if I wanted to challenge the ticket. It was over $200. Impound and towing fees were over $400. I learned a lesson about driving after I started feeling drowsy, and that a Jolt Cola wasn't keep me alert and awake and going. Actually, Cooper stopped me. He took my license and registration, walked back to his car, came back to mine, lectured me for driving more than 8 hours, and said, "Son, you best stop at the next exit and take a room at the Howard Johnson. Got it?" I nodded yes and said thank you. I thought I was going to get away without getting a ticket. Didn't say a word. He turned around and pulled out his ticket book and told me to mail my payment to the courthouse address at the top of the ticket. It was less than $100. I never really thought about what didn't happen that night till over 20 years later, till after everything happened that happened in Ferguson, Missouri, how such a substantial portion of their town budget was derived from traffic tickets, impound fees, and court costs. Maybe, I guess I never thought about it because I was white.
Man, generalissimo.
Yes, G.
Woo. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Brings it. Yep.
James, spoken word. We on a time crunch, but we're gonna get through everybody. Hey, James, real quick, what's the name of this platform?
Put it in the chat, mother.
There you go, girl.
Generalissimo, share your information in the chat so I can put it on Facebook, please. Thank you.
Go ahead, James, spoken word.
All right. Well, this is a piece from my last book, Word Against the Machine.
Uh-oh. Go ahead. I can't grab
All right.
it. You know I got it.
Winter has come to America. I turned on, tuned in, and dropped out in the 60s. You can call me a freak, but don't call me a hippie. I spent the summer of love dropping acid. I protested a war that lasted and lasted. Released from the confines of society, sisters and brothers, we stood collectively for equality and dignity. And you know we know. We demanded an end to war. Hell no, we won't go. We demanded civil rights and equality. We marched for all of humanity. The music of my time spoke truth to power. Grooving a sly stone, the family took us higher. RESPECT demanded Miss Aretha, Queen of Soul. An eve of destruction sang dark truths untold. While Dylan Warren were just a pawn in their game, by any means necessary, Malcolm X did proclaim. I'm black and I'm proud, testified James Brown. As Jimmy lamented, why'd you burn your brother's house down? And as Marvin sang, mercy, mercy me, when will it end? John Lennon pleaded, give peace a chance. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, rhyme the greatest of all time, my hero, Muhammad Ali. We were a social movement, youth on the rise, in a war for equality and respect for all lives. The women's movement defined our objectives. Feminist ideology demanded equality of sexes. The Latino movement of United Farm Workers Unions improved farmers' pays and working conditions. The Chicano movement organized students. Education, not eradication, brought basic school improvements. The Black art movements used art as a weapon. The Black Power movement championed pride and freedom. Angela Davis, Eartha Catwoman Kit, Nichelle Uhura Nichols, Tommy Smith, John Carlos, Nina Simone, and still idiocracy reigns. If you are other in America, is it a squeeze play? If you are other in America, do you do time every day? Living your life on an everyday beat, always on guard, avoiding white heat. Winter has come to America. We have been fucking trumped. Whitey is blindly stumbling through life, feasting on fox, feeding his white. He's scared. Oh God, he's scared. He'll take his guns, his God, his whiteness. Though he hides his fright in distorted righteousness. Marching with tikis is a frightening aberration. Rivers of blood stain our dawn with damnation. What happens to one happens to us all. Like dominoes, we all will fall. Silence is death. Peace, y'all.
Auntie Jane killing it.
Oh, we in the home stretch. We in the home stretch. Y'all ain't not ready. Y'all ain't not ready. Ray Jane, Ray Jane, where you at, Ray Jane?
Oh, I'm right
Auntie
here.
Jane, share your IG, Auntie Jane, so we can put it on.
I will. Thank you all. It's you guys are a blessing. My old friends, my new friends, my Zoom friends. This is a universal gift. Thank you all.
Thanks, Jane.
Y'all not ready for this, but we got Ray Jane next. Oh Lord.
Oh, that's Ray Jane. Give it.
What's up, Nick? What's up, guys? Good evening. What's up? How
Come
are
on,
you?
sis.
Hey,
What's
good
up, Ray
evening.
Jane?
Hey, I'm excited to see all of you. I'm absorbing your energy and I hope to give it right back to you.
Oh yeah, you will.
Oh yeah, you know.
Oh, yeah,
Come
you
on,
will.
Jane. You know how we do things with that Jane name. Okay. Okay. All right. So I actually have 3 for you, 1 haiku and 2 shorter pieces. So the first one is the haiku, and it's entitled Functional Addict. Her name is Ray Jane. She a functional addict. Drug of choice is love. The next one
Yes.
is for my people, and it's entitled Dark Water. Murky. The depths are rising to greet the sea. The underlings are climbing beyond their limits, swimming toward the chum. Disillusioned, the fishermen conclude that they have won, equating evidence of attraction to well-cooked conquest, considering it done. But the universe is not so easily bested. The tide always turns. Before they could taste victory, they were greeted by the waters they forgot. The earth they claimed was not the greatest mass on it. Thus, the gravity invoked by oceans of poor calculations came to drown. While they prayed for ground, the underlings began to backstroke their divinity gaudily, gathering all they reclaimed into their cheeks. The angels say it went on for weeks. Much like most lessons, the time it took the fishermen to float back to surface, belly up and swollen, with the water they never revered. The unknown in this timeline has now become clear. When it's time, I'll bet the murky are aligning behind it, finding their place in the story. We ancestors hope they catch their catalysts and surf that shit to new realms of calmer seas. Finally, immersed in defining their own happy.
Ray Jane.
Ray Jane. Woo!
Every time.
Do I have time for one more?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So this one, thank you, is a reminder to myself of my strongest moments. And it's called When Last I Soared. Third eye split in two, so my view is at least quadratic. Wandering mind, I think I'm nomadic. On average, I'm scattered, fragment tumbling toward complete, sometimes rolling over backward. My sideways bend straight, extend my journeys into dog days, I must say. The learning has helped shorten the leash of need to escape, finding free in every landscape, expanding mind to put me in peace in all space. Hips setting to my pace. I feel myself taking shape, a glory to wield this grace, though it didn't hurt to come equipped to also serve face. To plate these features, they'd have to knock more than nose off to erase the contours of this originalness, these original tresses stretching across the equator, belting earth with this eternal worth. I ready myself to give birth. Raise my own self from baby to trauma-free molting. Excuses not to extend these wings. Stepping out on the ledge of me, hopping at branches tipped to amp myself to elevate to the possibility of flight. Raise its amplitude, stepping off last redwoods of doubt. Now twigs I begin to lift. Contort my body like aware of what it was made for, flying. But instinctively I soar toward water. But fear lays dormant until I peak, replacing air with lying olives in my beak. I remain addicted to shore. No matter the wonder, I can't unknow that I now know what I never could before. And when the fears again commence their roar, I recall the freedom in the breeze when last I soared. Thank you.
Jane, the queen. Queen.
Come on, girl.
Oh, man.
Oh my
Hit
goodness.
home runs here. Home runs. Mr.
Sing.
Speaker.
Sing.
Speaker.
If you'd like to follow me, you can follow me at It's Ray Jane, ITSRAYJANE. That's what it is on Instagram. That's what it is on Facebook. You can also find me at itsrayjane.com, where we have links to all of my content, including my SoundCloud with over 50 recorded pieces of mine. So if you like what you hear and you want more, there is more for you. Also working
Yes,
on my
your
first book.
website is full of amazing recordings.
Thank
Put
you.
it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
Put it all in there. Thank you so much. Blessings to you.
Mr. Speaker, where you
let's
at, bro?
go.
Good evening, Mr. Speaker. Let's go. Dehumanization. You heard this word drop by Pace a little earlier. She's been in my book, obviously. My head. Dehumanization. Tactics, techniques, and procedures are used by the military to train individuals to fight and win wars. Because defeating the enemy is how you survive a combat tour. The military used the procedures of dehumanization so the Sixth Commandment soldiers would break, make the enemy less than human, and their life is easier to take. You brainwash service members so they don't think that they are sinners. Trick them in order to make them more effective killers. Check it. The Indians were called savages and the Japanese were called Japs. Muslims were called ragheads and the Germans were called Krauts. Once dehumanization is taught, it is all downhill. These soldiers are ready, willing, and able to score quick kills. Effective, efficient killing machines. Yes, baby, that's right. But what happens to these kids, these soldiers, after the fight? You label Black men as 3/5 of human and diminish their worth. You make lynching legal, rape acceptable, and you undereducate some people from birth. You turn soldiers to police and use the media to frighten the masses. Listen and learn without looking at this through rose-colored glasses. Cops don't always see Black or brown citizens at traffic stops. This is not political. They have dehumanized them so they see rapists, drug dealers, thugs, immigrants, and unconvicted criminals. Now you know why the US leads the world in unarmed killing of people of color by cops. What's next is understanding the police adoption of dehumanization is the first step to correcting this so the unarmed shootings can stop. In peace.
Woo!
Damn.
Yes,
Powerful
Mr.
work,
Speaker.
brother. As always. Powerful,
Hey,
powerful.
Mr. Speaker, put your information in the
thanks.
chat.
Right.
Mr. Speaker.
Man, I told you I hit a home run. Check this out.
I appreciate that, man. I just gotta say that, yo. Yes, split second
Yes.
decision coming. Telling you.
I love this group. It's called Put It in the Chat. Mrs. Dyson, where are you? She's
Right here, babe.
Miss Dyson, yes.
graduated from the school.
Oh. Okay, so I am reading from this book. Philip, you should have gotten your copy by now, or you'll get it in the next couple of days.
It's not there.
Lovely and Suffering. I just dropped it a couple of weeks ago. You can get it on Amazon, at Barnes and Noble. You can pick it up at Target, for heaven's sakes. I am all over the place. Independent bookstores. And if you want an autographed copy, hit me on my website. And Chance, before you even ask, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready.
Mine is autographed. It's signed.
It's right there in the chat, okay?
I'm tagging everybody right now.
Okay, here we go. This is Karen, your mammy done left the building, part 2. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being back away slowly from the cookout, nobody needs to get hurt, and 10 being me offering physical violence to elders, as in I will slap your grandma and mine in the middle of Main Street at high noon for this. My irritation level is about 45 and rising. All this crying and pearl clutching got me in a non-conciliatory frame of mind. Miss me with that noise, please. Why is my pain only validated by your distress? When Black, brown women cry for their babies, why is it necessary for white tears to validate the experience? Is it because we've done it so often that our tears are invisible? Don't count anymore? Why is any conversation always at your behest? We've been wanting to talk for centuries now. Why are our lives suddenly worth taking notice? Because you finally decided to take notice? Well then, it must be important. Check it. One white woman got upset one morning, spilled her coffee, got national headlines, and changed the law. We get upset every morning, every hour of every day, spill all the tea, and get called gossips, abrasive, nasty, and non-pleasing. I was raised up carefully, well-born and well-bred, so the most I can say to that is you may personally kiss it right here, because F that F. Now, you can go on and laugh, but I have ancestors to answer to. Sorry, Grandma. Speaking for sisters everywhere, keep our names out of your mouths, because in case you hadn't got the memo, whatever you start, we are going to finish. Don't waste your tears on trying to impress us with your pain. We live where you only visit, and tourists, quite frankly, are not welcome. Sisters bleed, bond, and back each other up. Y'all want to eat the cake and not clean up the kitchen. Then get upset when your dainty selves catch hands or our ambitious dreams without stopping to drink at the river of your opinions. Some of y'all so weak you can't even take a Becky between the eyes. Can't get hit with the truth without crying about your stress level. Keep self-importantly screaming, you're the one making it about race. Well, yeah, because it is. It always has been. You want to call me sister? Prove you fight like I do. That's right. You have to prove it. Don't want to see your pink cat hat or your notorious RBG t-shirt. Show me oppression turned into beauty marks, like children with full bellies and laws that protect everybody. Show me relationships full of truth, not convenience. Show me your soul's tears hit the earth and birth renewable energies like gold and water and real love. You want me to call you sister? Listen to me. Stop using me. Celebrate who I am without making me use your mirror. Back me up, honor, and sing my songs too. Stop. Please stop. Trying to be me when it suits or is fashionable. Just be real. Do you. And if that sounds like too much, well, let's just put it this way. If after using my milk to suckle your children, after raising those children so they could sell or slave me and mine, after scrubbing your floors and your clothes so you could go to fundraisers where I got talked about as the problem, after being given the back seat in movements I bled out over, after moving ahead as an exemplar of my sisters only to be judged by the standards by which the world celebrates everything you do or say, I decide to be, if after all that, you decide we're ungrateful or impatient or too angry, you know what? You may personally can reservedly kiss it right there. Because F that S. Sorry, Grandma.
Yes.
Yes, Ms. Dyson.
Sorry, Grandma.
That's what's up, Stace.
This has been an amazing night.
When's that shirt coming out? Kiss it right there. Where's the shirt?
I'm working on it. The merch is on the way. I'm working on it.
Oh man. Hey, Katie and Chris, we thank you. Fumfa family, we thank you. Hey, Scott Pleasance, you had what? You had something on your mind, real quick, Scott Pleasance?
Yeah, I got something that I want to share. I got two things that I want to share. I got one haiku, courtesy of Chance. Dear Brooklyn, if Phil is your representation, please do better.
Oh!
Hold on, I'm not done.
Dirty. He's dirty.
I got one more on behalf of our host. I want to thank y'all for coming, because the only thing that a poem wants is to be heard.
Let's go.
I dare you to listen. Midnight.
Bam.
Yes.
Wait, I don't. Chance, where you at, bro?
I'm in my kitchen in Miami.
All right. Chance and I go back and forth, as y'all well know. But really, we boys. That's my boy. That's my boy for sure. We knock on each other. We boys.
Absolutely.
Go to Chance.
Katie, really quickly.
Yes.
I need Phil to close it out with a poem. But before he does that, if that's okay with you and Chris, but before you do that, Chris, not Chris, Midnight, what's it all for?
Yo, you know what? This is what it's all for. My first CD, my father, the first time he ever saw me perform, he said that was good. I enjoyed it. And his rhetorical question is, what's it all for? So I'm gonna keep answering it till I exit left, man. Trust and believe. And the reason, and I answer it every time I'm hitting the mic, to be honest, because if y'all notice, I take off my shirts and I take off my hats when I'm performing. And the reason I do that, after my father passed away November 5th, 2010, I did a show on his birthday, March 25th, 2011. And in my performance, I wore his shirts, took off his shirts and put on hats throughout the performance. So that's what it is.
Take us home, Phil. Take us home.
Come on, Philip.
Let's do this Let's see what Miss Dyson has taught you. No
Let's see,
pressure.
let's see,
Hey,
let's
if he gets it wrong, I don't know him.
let's see if I can do something.
This is my reputation, Philip, but no pressure.
All right.
Poet pressure, poet pressure.
Spit that shit, Philip.
Come on, babe.
Binglela. I wish I could speak to you in a native tongue, because Black history didn't begin from the western tip of Africa, Ghana, Nigeria.
España, Europa.
Places along the coast.
1000 afro-latino-americanos han nacido robados.
Making the transatlantic slave trade easy.
Imagine not being given an option.
Roots, watched by many, but not remotely the beginning of our history. Ari Banjani.
I wish I could speak to you in a native tongue.
Because rather than being taught, we should know our history, what we think of ourselves and where we come from.
Indio, mestizo, tainted skin, altered culture. Imagine living with the hue of your oppressor for the rest of your life. Tanning to wash away white from raped ancestors. I have inherited pretty eyes and some privilege until I'm asked to speak.
So take a journey and find out what happened before slavery, because we know more about lions, elephants, giraffes, God's creation being beautiful. What about the African people? We are more than malnourished, starving children and flies flying. Never stop to think why the TV and movie screen focus history around Europe, Asia.
Francisco Pizarro, Hernan Cortés. How comfortable would you be knowing the name of the individuals that murdered your existence?
Oh!
What if they had streets named after them?
Oh.
Watch how they were praised in your classrooms, and as soon as you're about to interject, being asked to shh, it's not the time.
But time overdue, because from K to 12, we are taught about enslavement and colonies, systems that erase our true identities. Missing is the true history of Blackness in our children's classes, minimizing the gross violence as if we were the cause for riots.
Truth be told.
Truth be told.
There's more to our history.
There's more to our
oppression
history
and suffering.
than oppression and suffering. Molo Unjani.
We wish we could speak to you in a native tongue.
In a native tongue. Sit down on ground as storytellers bless us. The true history of our ancestors, the beauty of Kenya, Congo, Zimbabwe, an adventure in culture where kings and queens sat on thrones, down the path of a mental and spiritual transformation, learning about Ghana and the nation of Zulu, know thyself, an inscription often written by the Egyptians on their temples, fruits and gold turned into civilizations, pyramids, through mathematics well before any known philosopher.
Picture Machu Picchu. Picture royalty walking in gold and silver. Now picture naked walls, because these walls don't keep records of our family. Quipus did, knotted strings that served as reminders.
Resurrect the spirit of our ancestors, because we came from greatness in order to be great. I wish that we could speak in a native tongue.
Not having it stripped from you and giving to other ones. Being forced to learn what the conquerors learned. One universal language is not better than hundreds of beautiful tones that make us unique. I was forced to learn 2 oppressed languages. We wish we can speak
to you
in a native
tongue.
Tell you more about our history.
About our history.
Because it's not just a land.
Because it's not just a land.
Our ancestors was taken.
In which our ancestors were taken from. Fumfa, good night. Good night.
Yeah.
Wow, that was amazing.
Powerful.
That was so powerful.
Fire.
Wow.
Brother, thank you, bro. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah,
was
I appreciate you.
So
My motherfucking poet right there.
Absolutely incredible.
Yes.
Absolutely incredible. Oh my
That
God.
was dope, you guys. That was so beautiful. You touched my heart.
Yes.
I
Yes.
want to give
That was
Bella,
all
you
of
did it
it.
right. I take back everything
That
I
was
said.
all of it.
I love y'all. I love
I
all
wanna-
y'all.
I want to
Oh
give
my
a special hello to Marissa Prada for being here the whole time. Special hello to Poet Khan, and
Yeah.
a very special shout out to Miss Ilia Castro, who is with us.
Yeah.
She is not a poet; she is an old friend,
sisters on Facebook.
and
Man.
I love you to death. Ilia, thank you for being here. Everybody on Facebook, thank you for sharing. Thank you for coming out. We appreciate
Black
you guys.
Letter, Lola, Rogue Scholar, Unmatched, Amber, Nick P, Pace, Chanson, Bert Poet, change the name. We love you, bro. Romance Speed, Sandy Shakes, Chris, Katie, Scott Pleasance, my brother, Generalissimo,
Yeah, Tuesday. Everybody, yo.
Stacey Dyson, we put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
So much
Chris,
to all the readers, to all
Katie.
the audience. Happy 4th of July. Follow all of these amazing poets and check out the chat. Follow all of them. We love you guys and have a good night.
Thank you. Have a great night, everyone.
Night, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.